Good morning, everyone. My name's Doug from WDW Passport, and today we are going to Disney's Hollywood Studios here in September 2020. Got my coffee, got my cooling towel, switched out to one of the awesome masks that my mom made. Thank you, Mom. It is currently just after 8:30. Hollywood Studios opens at 10. The Skyliner opens at 9. So the hope is to rope drop the Skyliner so I can get to Hollywood Studios in time for the Rise of the Resistance boarding group release, which there are two now. There's one at 10 a.m. and then there's another one at 2 p.m. So we're gonna try for the 10 a.m., try to get on the ride as soon as possible. Sorry. But let's go. Art of Animation over there, really quiet since it's closed, which is crazy to see. But it's a gorgeous morning. So they've got it testing, and that's good because there's quite a line they're gonna have to go through.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Pop Century Resort and Disney's Art of Animation Resort. We are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Disney's Hollywood Studios and Epcot International Gateway.
The line at Pop Century took about 15-20 minutes. I'd say more like 15 minutes. This line should be another 15-20 minutes, so should be there in time. One thing to check for when you get to, before you get to Hollywood Studios is just make sure your internet connection is fine and all that. Once you get to Hollywood Studios, I recommend downloading an app called Ping. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to test your phone's ability to request the websites that Disney uses for the virtual queue. Now, there are 2 domain names that you need to test, and I will put those in the description so you can test them. Basically, you're looking for maybe about 50 milliseconds or less of response time. So if you get that, then you should be good. I'll do a screen recording of me getting my boarding pass, and I'll kind of talk through after how I do it. It's a little bit complicated to do alone, but you can do it alone. It helps if there's another person, because you really want a second clock, like a phone that's synced up to time.gov, because that's the official government time, what everything's synchronized to, and you really need to hit that join right when 0 hits. And we have arrived at Hollywood Studios. So about total travel time, I'd say about 45 minutes with the lines and everything, so not terrible. It's just after 9:30 right now, so made pretty good time, and we'll be able to get a Rise of the Resistance boarding pass, hopefully. Thank you. And welcome to Hollywood. Of course, if you don't know, you don't have to be in a certain area to get the Rise of the Resistance boarding pass. As long as you're scanned in, you can be anywhere that's open in the park. It is a 75-minute wait for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Important thing to note, it's kind of like Flight of Passage. The wait gets better as the day goes on, which is kind of ironic. Plus, I don't want to miss out on getting a boarding group. So I'm gonna head over this way because I believe Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is already open, and I need a breakfast Ronto wrap. Right, I got my breakfast Ronto wrap with about 15 minutes until boarding group time. So I love this thing. This is one of my favorite things ever at Disney. It's kind of pricey at $12, but it's totally worth it. So I actually have pretty good Wi-Fi coverage, and the ping times are good, fantastic right here. So I'm going to be sitting down right here for the boarding group release. So let's cross our fingers and hope I can get one. Hi, Doug at home here. I realized after the fact that I forgot to record the instructions on how I got my boarding group. So now I will
do that for you guys.
A few minutes before 10, you'll want to open up the official Walt Disney World app. Tap on the hamburger icon at the bottom right of the screen. Then tap on Virtual Queues. Right at 10, tap on Join Virtual Queue. Then tap on the Join button underneath Rise of the Resistance. An update Disney made a few weeks ago now auto-selects everyone who's in the park with you, but you should double check. Hit Join at the bottom, and hopefully you're in.
Alright, it was a success. Group 3. That is better than I did at Disneyland by far, so should be boarding within the next 30 minutes hopefully, we'll see. But yes, Group 3. Woo! I was able to walk up to Oga's and get in, so yeah. Let's go have second breakfast. So the drink I got was the Jedi Mind Trick, and this is the first for me. It's very kind of soury, but I really like it. Like, I know some people haven't liked this one that much, but I gotta say, next to the Fuzzy Tauntaun, this is, well, I also like the Outer Rim. It's a good one too. Honestly, I like the cocktails here. Maybe I'm just a white girl and like sugary drinks. All right, my group has been called, and it is time to join the Resistance.
Incoming transmission from Ray. BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Should you be in flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the calls.
Good fight, taking evasive action! Try to shake your bone! I'm trying! We lost move 5! I'm gonna try to cut on the way!
Copy that. Get us clear so we can make the jump.
Be ready, you won't have much time!
Where are all those TIE fighters coming from? Star Destroyers.
Get out of there!
We can't. We're caught in a tractor beam. Stand back from those doors.
This ship is now under the control of the First Order. You will disembark one group at a time and proceed down the corridor for interrogation. First group off the ship. Next group. Next group. Down the hall.
Unfortunately, the ride broke down as soon as I got to the interrogation hallway. So the good news is they gave me a fast pass, whatever you want to call it, to return. And basically, instead of having to stand in like the full standby line, there's a little secondary entrance off here to the side. That happened to me at Disneyland, and the wait at Disneyland was like 5 minutes. It's literally like it's just like having a fast pass. So typical Rise of the Resistance, stinks, but hey, let's go ride some other rides. So before it gets any more terribly hot today, I just decided to go ahead and ride Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway. I missed it by a few months last year, or weeks. I can't remember even when it opened. Oh no, it opened this spring, right before it closed down. Huh. Well, hopefully I won't overheat out here, but it's staying cloudy, so should be fine. So I ended up waiting about a total of 75 minutes for Runaway Railway, and it's absolutely fantastic. I think it's a worthy successor to the Great Movie Ride. I know a lot of people were worried it was going to be, you know, it's obviously completely different, but the technology they use inside is just absolutely incredible. And I gotta say, I really like that it's non-stop action. There were only a few moments where the ride kind of stopped. Like, I think the scene where you're dancing around with Daisy, that was the only scene where the pacing kind of slowed down all of a sudden. But otherwise, it's absolutely a fantastic attraction. If the wait goes down a little bit later today, I might go ride it again. Not sure. I'm gonna head over to Baseline Tap House, have a meal because it is now 12:30, get a beer, and then go over and use my Rise of the Resistance Fast Pass. It's a pretty large cheese plate. I also got the Sierra Nevada little hazy thing. Nothing special, but 22 ounces for 10 bucks, you can't really complain. It's like some blue cheese here. It's just a nice little light plate to have, especially this time of day when it's so hot outside. So hot. Let's see if second time's a charm, if we can defeat the First Order.
Black Leader, are you and your team ready?
Affirmative. The engines are hot. Red 2, Blue 5, report. Red 2, check.
Blue 5 standing by.
Engage repulsors and hold on, recruits. All ships, launch. I am Lieutenant Beck. As you heard from Ray, I have been tasked with getting you to Vakara.
Red 2, Blue 5, keep tight now. Let's get ready to make that jump to light speed on my mark.
About to get better than that.
Black Leader, we're picking up an unusual signal. Are you spotting anything?
Yeah, I see it. We'll check it out. BB-8, what do you got?
There appear to be a number of small craft heading our way. Raise the shields.
We got company. First Order TIE fighters. Reroute.
Cargo vessel TR-141, identify yourselves and prepare to be boarded.
This is TR-141. We are a civilian vessel. By whose authority are we being detained?
By the authority of the First Order, Resistance scum. Now bring down your shields and prepare to be boarded.
Not being permitted to report to duty in that inappropriate footwear. This is how battles are lost.
Leave us.
Yes, General.
Enemies of the First Order. We will soon snuff out your meager resistance.
Your escape pods came in a little off target. Ground crews will meet you outside the wreck.
Well, that was crazy. I guess the second side of the ride was down, so the entire ride I was alone, which is just crazy. Like, it was kind of surreal. The great thing was both the Kylo animatronics were working, which is awesome because I've heard that the second Kylo animatronic has been broken for a few weeks now and like off and on, so that was awesome to see. I hate that I can't, ride a second time, but hey, that's why there's Disneyland. Now I'm gonna go over to Toy Story Land, maybe do Slinky Dog Dash, definitely Toy Story Mania. It's about a couple minutes to 1:45, so doing good on time. Park doesn't close until 7. It's getting a little hotter, like it looks like it's gonna maybe storm here in a bit, but otherwise it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice day so far. It's that time of day, even the cast members, when they walk inside, they're just like, air conditioning, yes! So I did just alright on Toy Story Mania. Honestly, with my glasses fogging up, I was just like getting distracted, and I was just like, ugh. So I think the Tower of Terror wait time is kind of like stabling out, so I'm gonna be doing Tower of Terror and then probably Rock and Roller Coaster. The Slinking Dog line starts all the way outside of Toy Story Land. I'm guessing it's about probably an hour. Wait, yeah, 60 minutes.
That door is opening once again, this time.
Tower of Terror is always a great ride. It's good that they have not changed the one here, and I doubt they will ever change the one here because this has always been the best one. They've never been able to duplicate it anywhere else. They tried to, but they couldn't. I think next up, I'm gonna do Rock and Roller Coaster. Kind of hard to see, but it's really raining now. Florida in September. Really good now, so everybody taking cover because there's thunder overhead, so don't want to get struck by lightning. Giving Midway Mania another go because it was a walk-on in the rain. How surprising is that? Hey, I did sort of okay. Just gonna wait here for Slinky Dog to reopen after they get it ready from the rain. Been down for maybe 20 minutes. Just had to turn the ride off and turn it back on, like everything in life. Woo-hoo!
Hey, look at the guy in the goofy mask. That's not a mask. Oh, sorry, lady. Hey, look, an orchestra of penguins. Yeah, probably took the job for the halibut.
Sam Eagle. Sam, what's it about?
It's called A Salute to All Nations, but mostly America.
Great. So it's going to be a swell demonstration, and at no time will we be stooping to any cheap 3D tricks.
Did you say cheap 3D tricks?
Ah! Are you about ready?
Yes, it's a glorious 3-hour finale.
You got a minute and a half.
Well, it looks like I can get one more ride in on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway before I need to head over to Disney Springs to Vallejo for my dinner reservation at 8. So it's been a good day here at Hollywood Studios. I've done most of what I've wanted to do. If you're asking, why aren't you wearing Star Tours? I am not personally a huge Star Tours fan, especially now that the newer rides are open. Same way with Millennium Falcon, especially during the pandemic right now. I really don't want to be touching stuff in the Millennium Falcon. Yeah, no. No thanks.
Testing. This thing on. Can you all hear me way back in the back?
Welcome aboard, folks. We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park. Hi, folks. How you doing? Hey, you making me up? Sure to take good care of our friends. The park's better than me. What could possibly go wrong?
That's going to conclude my day here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I'm headed over to Disney Springs right now to do Vallejo's Magical Dining, $35 5-course menu. That will be in a separate video, kind of a shorter little separate dining review about that. So thank you guys for coming along with me today and enjoying Disney's Hollywood Studios. This is Doug from WDW Passport. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.